The Steel Challenge. How fast can we produce a single piece of steel? Hi guys and welcome back, Luma here. The YouTuber Echo Rich Gaming had the amazing idea of a speedrun for steel, so I'm gonna try that today. Let's take a look at the mods. Mods are off. Let's create a new game. I will be taking the liberty here and I'm going with the big Terra asteroid, not the small one that he has chosen, because I want to be comparable to other base game players, not just the DLC owners. Let's take a look at the settings. Everything is normal. I can deactivate the teleporters theoretically, but I think I leave it on for now. Yeah. Start the game. Okay, so for the duplicants I want to go with a very specialized approach. But since I will be rolling for 10 minutes I guess, we will be back when I've done that. So our specialized approach aims towards digging through the abyssalite and the hard granite to get faster to the fossil that we can get from some of the biomes. So we have one duplicant with already skill super hard digging, one with hard digging, and I couldn't get the last one for the advanced research. But since this is our researcher with plus 11 science, it should level up pretty quickly. We have one construction dupe, one digger dupe and one researcher dupe. So let's call this steel speedrun and embark. Now that the game has started, we want to immediately press the spacebar and stop the game so we have time to think. I set the priorities, enabled the proximity and disallowed the disinfection. I took a long look around and couldn't decide where I wanted to start. So I just placed down some digging orders towards the water because we will be needing that for the advanced research later on, as well as for the toilets, which in hindsight I'm not sure we really needed. Then I tried to figure out the fastest way towards the carbon dioxide pocket on top, as well as right through some of this copper ore, because we will be needing that for the research station. I decided on removing a little bit material first, so we have something to build the ladders from, so I can place them down and plan ahead. Digging straight up seemed to be the best solution, and then I wanted to place down the pitcher pump. For the placement, it should be accessible very quickly by the duplicants. Then we will definitely need a research station, and the best placement for a research station is next to a light source, because the duplicants will work 10% faster. Next up, I thought the debuff from not having a toilet would overpower the time it needs to build the toilets. Shortly after that, I noticed that we don't have enough metal to build the research station, so I placed a couple more digging orders for the duplicants. What I want to focus on next is get our research running, so we need a little bit of power. For now, a manual generator should do, and one battery should be enough. The second floor that you can see me place down right now will be used for the advanced research station because it gets a little bit of light from the portal. I wrongfully moved everything one tile to the right because I thought the advanced research station is one tile bigger than it actually is. To place down the outhouses, I let the duplicants dig out an area to the right. We are on the first half of the first cycle and now it's time to scout out the iron. I was looking around here and found this chlorine and hydrogen biome. There normally is iron in there. You can see it right there, 1, 2 or 3 tiles. For that I tried to avoid digging through the granite as much as possible. So we are trying to get through the sand, sandstone, the phosphorite and only a little bit of the granite. For now nothing more can be done, so we have to wait for the duplicants to finally finish the buildings that we ordered them to do. And while that happens, you guys can think about if the positive effects of a bedroom outweigh the time that we need to build them. So let's start research. First we want to research for the advanced research so that multiple duplicates can research in the future. Because at cycle 3 we will get a new duplicant. And then I'm probably going for the power. So the duplicant right now, Max, doesn't have to run on the thread mill all the time. In order to save even more time, I told the duplicants to build 2 outhouses, so one duplicant is eating while 2 are doing their business. I quickly checked on our builder duplicant and I found that everything should be fine. The other duplicants are supplying the research station, which is good. Max is researching and he is actually our researcher. Fine. Sadly, as you can see right now, I overlooked the sand that fell down and we are wasting time. Then in order to increase the airflow, I got rid of a couple more tiles so the oxygen can flow more freely. Next up, I finally placed down the beds for the duplicants to sleep in. And here you can see one of the biggest time wastes that could have been avoided by just building one oxygen diffuser early on in the game. The time that would have been required to build one oxygen diffuser and fill it is worth it 10 times instead of having the duplicants be out of breath all the time. Okay, nice. First research done. Let's check that. Employment. Okay, that's not helpful at the moment, so keep going. And here you have an example of Frankie wasting our precious time in this speedrun. We are almost at the end of the first cycle, but the duplicants are not finished with the beds yet. So I'm revoking one of their downtime slots and give them one more slot to work. Then, when they are finally finished with building the cots for every duplicant, I'm giving them back the downtime slot. After that, we can probably speed through the night and let the duplicants have a relaxing night's sleep. And there's a shine bug, of course. Ah, god damn it. That's why we can't have nice things. Come on, duplicants, kill the shine bug. That was a time waste. Now that cycle 2 has started, it is time to take a look at the iron. So, if we quickly switch over to that. We are already at the metal. How much metal do we need? We have 400 kilograms there. I think that's enough. The research needs to be done, and we need access to lime. Lime can be gathered from different sources. You can crush some eggshells, or you can crush some fossil. And since going downwards would be a bad idea, because all the carbon dioxide accumulates there, we are going upwards. We are not using the ladders, because building takes up time and digging is faster. Here you can see me checking the errands of the duplicants, because they weren't digging. That's because I forgot to mark one tile to dig. Research done. The next station can already be built. Hook this up. And then we want to research. Probably for the power. Let us collect some coal while some of the duplicants are busy building what we need for the research. Idle, no, not idle. Okay, I missed a spot there. Now was the time that multiple duplicants were idle, so I had to give another useless order to Frankie. That definitely could have been done better. Our progression got halted by the factor that the duplicants couldn't do anything. We had to wait for the research to be done to build anything new. Now that we have the research for the bigger batteries, we at least can place them down, but not hook them up at the moment. The reason why I wanted the bigger battery is because the metal refinery uses a lot of power. Nice nails. What are you doing? Build this. Oh, come on. I enabled proximity. Guys. They changed for the digging skills. Hard digging, super hard digging, etc. Plumbing and ventilation. No, not yet. Nope. Keep going. Here you can see me try to plan out a route for our duplicants to get up very quickly, while at the same time trying to avoid the abyssalite, because our duplicants would have to switch because of their skills. We only have one dupe for hard digging and one dupe for super hard digging. Next up, after placing the digging orders, is getting a little bit of oxygen to our duplicant. There's an oxygen pocket, maybe we can get that in there. Otherwise this will take a lot of time. Okay, Nails is building the battery. I probably have to do a voiceover here, haven't I? Doesn't I? I was contemplating what order to give the duplicants before they get idle again when the research was finished. The decision for the research fell on something that can be done quickly. I'm going for the plumbing because it's faster, then I can build the plumbing. And while building the plumbing we can research for the next one. But first, power. Right here. One tile. And then like that. Before we go on with the essentials, we have to wait for the buildings. What is our digger dupe doing? Yeah, okay, that wasn't so smart, but Frankie's on its way now. Frankie dug up 3 tiles and then went into the break. Reminder to myself, cut the break times. 2 reasons why I want to dig here. I wanted the oxygen from the tiny pocket and I want our carbon dioxide to accumulate there. The sleep time at the moment is not important because we have no new orders that we can place down. Yeah. No nails? No. Oh, come on, stop wasting time. Awesome. Research complete. For the plumbing. Now we can go for the brute force refinement. At this point in time you can see me trying to figure out where I want to place down the pump, so it takes the duplicants the minimum amount of time to build it, and at the same time it should be easily accessible for the pipes for the metal refinery, and the metal refinery should have a space near it. That's the reason why I'm digging out the area on top of the pump. We could also place a couple of floor tiles there. Next up I went to the material overlay, switched to minerals, and every spot that is red would have been fossil. But as you can see, no fossil anywhere. Just to be sure, I switched to the other overlays. There was still no fossil found anywhere, so I was looking for a special biome. I was looking for salt water, poke shells, a lot of sand, salt and that stuff. But sadly I couldn't find any clues for that. So I was contemplating about digging right through the abyssalite here to the pocket, with the beetles and using the point of interest as a quicker way to get through the biomes. Hopefully the dupes advanced a little bit. Well, no, they did not. So let's wait for the duplicants to finish the building and the digging, and then we can go and do the piping for the pump. I was thinking about where to place the outlet, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's not too far away. That's why I decided I want to put it on top of the pump and place a ladder near it. Okay, deactivate this building, because we have the coal power running now. Oh, Frankie has such a long way to go. And now the other duplicant has to come. Frankie, how can we keep you busy? You could dig through here. Here you can see me wasting even more time, giving Frankie the wrong direction to dig towards too. I wanted Frankie to go upwards to find the biome, but in hindsight, that wasn't very good of a decision. You can save a lot of time by digging better. Research complete. We researched the brute force refinement. Nice, now we can go for the smelting. And take another duplicant that can do the advanced research. Science, nice. Mechatronics engineer. Cannot cook, falls asleep, yeah, doesn't matter. Ada, welcome to the base. And give Ada the skill of advanced research. Go to the priorities and give Ada the researching skill. After that we want to place down the rock crusher and have enough space for the metal refinery. I wasn't sure if the metal refinery takes up 3 or 4 tiles of space, so I dug up this area. Then we can place down the kiln, which we will need to produce some refined carbon for the steel production. No researchers assigned. That's not true. I have no idea what that was about. The duplicants just had to deliver some water. Let us see how the search for fossil is going. Ah, the dupes didn't build a ladder. Ah, so dumb. The duplicants are constantly trying to catch their breath, so another oxygen pocket could be useful. Nice, the coal for the kiln has been delivered, so we can go for the refined carbon, which we will be needing for the steel production. It is downtime again, so eating, using the toilets and sleeping, even on the floor. That is why it may be a good idea to place down another quad. Still unreachable dig. Ah, this game. Sometimes you have to replace already existing buildings, and now they can reach it for some reason. Here we gather new metal for the pump that the duplicants will hopefully build this time. Insufficient resources coal. I don't believe that, but just to be sure. Come on, let's do that. Here you can see why I told you in the beginning that it would be a wiser choice to just build an oxygen diffuser if you're planning on using the coal generator and other stuff, so the duplicants don't have to catch their breath all the time. They are wasting so much time with their breathing problems. Come on, let's get this oxygen out of here. At this moment in time, I still tried to get around that by just digging up another oxygen pocket, which was not helpful. Okay, the pump is running, the cable can be connected. After placing down the cables, I was still looking for a way to not build the oxygen diffuser. I was looking for oxygen pockets but couldn't find any that are sufficient for our needs. So I finally gave up and built the oxygen diffuser right next to the coal generator. While on our search for fossil, we collected enough of algae to power the oxygen diffuser. I did this for the light, by the way. As you can see, the dupes are still out of breath because the machine takes a while. Let's check the overlay. That's not good. The digging orders that I'm placing down right now are there, so the newly produced oxygen can press down the carbon dioxide from the coal generator into the pocket to the right. That's very not good. Oh, this run could have been so much better. Here I was wasting time on increasing the airflow in the base, instead of doing what is actually important, research and looking for fossil. So you can save time on that if you don't do that. Okay, how far are we? Not even close. I just need fossil. Sometimes it is better to let something be that does not give you the desired results, so I started looking for fossil on the right side. The pattern I'm using for digging is the staircase pattern, and I thought I would get ahead much quicker with that. What is limiting us down in the base is that the duplicants didn't finish the research for the metal refinery, but we still don't have the rock crusher, so we can place that down right now. And for that we needed more metal ore. Now let's go back to our digger and check out if there's anything of interest. There, nice, there's salt water. That's one of the fossil biomes. Going through there could be quicker. We just go right through here. Jump over the sand. Dig through that. And then go straight up. So now that we found a saltwater biome, there is no time to waste. Let's place all the digging orders, give them the highest priority, and hope that our dupes will be quick. The oxygen is thin, but some oxygen is coming through. Here's a vacuum. There's oxygen. We could dig down to get a little bit of oxygen here. Or we dig here. Yeah, I'll let him dig through there. Okay, let's check those. Research complete. What research was completed? Still not done yet. Okay, let's go back to our diggers. Frankie! Nice. So, wait. There's fossil. What is fossil, by the way? Mineral. Nice. Okay, so we need to go here. From the top should be quicker because we don't have to dig through the abyssalite. This is sand, which will drop down. That's not helpful. So we are going like this. On top of that, through here. And then get a fossil. No, Frankie, no. Definitely not. No. And while Frankie is busy digging, our research was finished. As soon as a sand tile dropped down and blocked the way, Frankie was trying to escape, so we had to send him back manually. Okay, Frankie needs to breathe. That's why the air pocket is here. Let's check the other duplicants. Research is done. They don't want to build that for some odd reason. How's our copper? We need more copper. Another important tip for you to save time in your own speedrun: get the materials that are nearest to you, like the copper down here. Max is coming to help. No, he's not. Frankie's still digging. Oh man, Frankie. Let's go back down to the base. Max got another skill point, so let's take a look at that. Maybe we give him the mechatronic stuff so he's faster with the machinery. We can go to the priorities and give Max the operating skill. How far did our digger duplicant get? Ah, that could have been so much quicker. It is nighttime again, so remember to give your duplicants the least amount of sleep possible. Okay, come on guys. Let's change the priorities on that a little bit. Then we can go for the plumbing. Expand that. We already have the refinement, nice. This one can go here. Now we can go for the plumbing again. Hook that up, right? And like so. Here I could have saved time by placing the materials in a storage bin in advance. Then let us focus the attention of our duplicants by cancelling all unnecessary orders. In the background you can see Ada carrying the copper ore that we need for the metal refinery and the rock crusher. Ada also builds horribly slow. I was trying to figure out why the duplicants were running all over the place, and the reason was they were trying to get the copper ore, so it would have been good to use the copper ore nearest to us. Get your copper from here, not from wherever. Oh, we also have some eggs that we could crush, but it's... They've still not done building that. Ah, there's the copper. Now that the dupes finally use the copper ore nearest to us, we can finish the metal refinery. And now that the metal refinery has been built, we can produce a single piece of iron, which we will need for the steel production. I could have collected the iron ore already. Ah, that was dumb. Let's go back to our digger duplicants. They should be at the fossil now. Frankie, nice. So Frankie needs to get our fossil. Maybe we place down a storage bin in the middle of the metal refinery and the rock crusher. Right now the priority is on getting the fossil down here, but Frank is wasting time with digging up plants and so on. That is why I increased the priority to yellow and then to red, so that we can get this done quickly. I was switching through the duplicants so I can see what they are doing at the moment. Now we set this to fossil. Fossil, highest priority. Yeah. Now all that we need is just one duplicant to get us our fossil so we can finish this run. Come on dupes. Frankie, are you picking up? No! Frankie apparently does not want to pick up the fossil. Nobody's picking up the fossil, okay? Game. Okay, it seems that Nails comes for the rescue. Picking up the fossil? Nice. They're wasting time again. Now fossil to lime. Once. Effect 5 lime, okay, twice, shit. So, as you can see, this could have been another area where you can save a lot of time if you prepared that beforehand and if you are quicker in finding the lime. Another duplicant. Machinery +2. Gosman, welcome. Gosman gets machinery and another skill in machinery. And the skill point for nails doesn't really matter, so maybe carrying. Come on, dupes. Now we can cancel the fossil. Already cancelled, okay. What the heck, Frankie? Finding safe area. That's not a priority. Gosman, Max and Nails deliver the material that we need for the steel production. And then hopefully Max or Gosman will produce it. Nope, we got Frankie and Ada with their bad skills. Now we can disable the auto repair on the electronic cable tile, because the overload doesn't matter. Let the duplicants produce everything that we need for the one piece of steel. Overload again, but we produce a single piece of metal that we can then use for the steel production. Disable the auto repair again. And now we still can't go for the steel because we are missing the lime. Now we have to wait for Ada to finish the... okay, now it is Nails. Nails finishes our lime production. Lime has been finished. Delivered to our metal refinery. We can switch the priorities. Then we can get annoyed about that Gosman isn't doing that, because Gosman's skill is way higher than Ada's. And now it's getting to the last seconds. It's very close to the next cycle. And stop the game. Nope, still not. Okay, a little bit more power. Come on, so close. Right, here, there it is, steel, done. So we got almost 6 cycles, 7 cycles. At the end of the 6th cycle we got the steel. This could have been finished way quicker. So guys, how can we learn from this run? You can be way faster than me. I guess you can finish this in around 4 or 5 cycles. The limiting factors are the research and finding the lime. In this case, fossil. You can save time by giving the duplicants less free time, building an oxygen diffuser early on, or you can try to avoid every hydrogen and chlorine pocket. It is best to use material that is near to you and to store the iron ore and the fossil next to the metal refinery and the rock crusher. Maybe there's potential in speeding up the research by placing down one more research station. And the most important part is just finding any source of lime. You can also try out a completely different method, like using the transporter to another world, but feel free to do what you like. So that's it, guys. There you have your answer. You need 6 cycles to get into steel. If you enjoyed that kind of mayhem and those challenges, maybe if you have a good idea or if you want to participate in one too, you can do that. I would be glad. You can post your times down in the comments below. And love you guys, and Luma out.